So we're about to dive into this thing. So grab your shoulder pads and your helmets and walk with your boy. Peep this out.
When you hear the words Jewish family and owning or ultra-wealthy financiers, what comes to your mind? The Rothschilds, right? Those keywords tie in perfectly with the legendary Ashkenazi Jew family. But when you add America to this description, it becomes a bit complicated. Because while the Rothschilds have had a lot of influence on the world at large, they were mainly situated in Europe at the peak of their power. Goldman Sachs family.
Now, before he continues, my Jewish people, I have a lot of friends that are Jewish, and, I respect them and love them. Now, imagine if a large number of blacks adopted these principles. This is why I'm doing my thesis on it. Imagine if a large number of blacks, men and women, adopted this same principle. This is what I want you to think. This is where I want you to use your brain gate and your ear gate. Okay. When it comes to financial stability and financial growth, and how to capitalize and how to flip it to make it more, to grow. Nowadays, we see how blacks get money and they blow it and don't have nothing to show for it, while others are taking their money and investing their money and letting it grow.
It began with a man named Marcus Goldman, whose journey ultimately led to the birth of a financial dynasty that shaped the very fabric of America's economy. Young Marcus Goldman was born into an Ashkenazi Jewish family on December 9th, 1821 in Trapstadt. His father, Wolf Goldman, was a humble farmer and cattle dealer. The Goldmans were hard-working, but they dreamed of something more. As the winds of change swept through Europe during the revolutions of 1848, Marcus Goldman made a daring decision. He decided to cross the vast Atlantic and embark on the treacherous journey to America, the land of opportunity.
Listen to what he's saying. He made a choice.
Arrival in America, Marcus Goldman's name was transformed into its Americanized version. He started as a peddler, navigating the bustling streets with a horse-drawn cart. It was a humble beginning for a man with grand aspirations, but he was determined to carve out his own path. In Philadelphia, Marcus Goldman's life took an unexpected turn. Fate led him to rent a room in a boarding house, the very room once occupied by his old friend, Joseph Sachs. This reunion marked the beginning of a lifelong partnership. In 1869, Marcus Goldman set his sights on New York City, the epicenter of American finance. On Pine Street in Lower Manhattan, he founded Marcus Goldman and Company as a broker specializing in IOUs. His tenacity was soon evident as he handled transactions worth millions annually.
Look at how he started meeting people. You don't never know who you're going to meet on your journey to help get you where you need to go. And this is that thing, having a plan. Now that you have a plan, now that you made a decision, and now you move, you stay consistent with that decision.
In 1882, when Marcus invited his son-in-law Samuel Sachs to join him in the business. With this move, the firm's name changed to M. Goldman and Sachs. The family's combined efforts ignited a financial boom, handling tens of millions in transactions annually and amassing significant capital. For nearly half a century, the Goldman-Sachs partnership thrived. In 1885, Marcus introduced his son Henry and son-in-law Ludwig Dreyfus as junior partners, and the firm adopted its enduring name, Goldman Sachs and Company. Growth was exponential, culminating in their membership in the New York Stock Exchange in 1896. As Marcus Goldman retired, he left the firm in the capable hands of his son Henry Goldman and son-in-law Samuel Sachs.
He started it, was involved in it, and then he took a step back.
Harvard University. The dynasty has continued to flourish. The second generation of the Goldman Sachs family was entrusted with preserving and expanding the legacy forged by Marcus Goldman. Over the next 3 decades, Henry's leadership and innovative thinking helped transform Goldman Sachs into a leading financial institution. His willingness to embrace calculated risks led the firm to explore new frontiers. He ventured into industrial financings, pioneering the
Much respect to Brother Marcus for that. Much respect to Brother Marcus. Brilliant. He had a plan. He executed his plan. He didn't let nothing stop him.
Company, Underwood Typewriter Company, B.F. Goodrich and F.W. Woolworth. The Goldman Sachs legacy extended beyond Henry's generation. The third generation saw the family firmly entrenched in the American financial elite. These descendants, guided by the principles instilled by their forebears, continued to shape the destiny of Goldman Sachs and, by extension, the American financial landscape. The Goldman Sachs family story is a quintessential American narrative of resilience, innovation, and the pursuit of excellence.
Imagine if a large number of black men and women adopted this same principle. Just adopted the same principle. You know, when you have the husband and wife that goes 50-50 on everything, but is able to have a business plan, go to the bank, get a loan, start that business. And when that business begins to make a profit, of course, pay off the business loan. But whatever amount that you took out for that business, not only you started one, but you started two. One business will be used to pay off the loan. The other business will be used for your income to bring into the home.
Pivotal role in various mergers and acquisitions, became a pioneer in electronic investment research distribution, and introduced innovative financial products such as deep discount bonds. The firm's leadership focused on adapting to changing markets and maintaining its commitment to excellence. In the early 2000s, Goldman Sachs navigated the bursting of the dot-com bubble, managing to weather the storm while others faltered. The firm played pivotal roles in advising technology companies, including Microsoft and Yahoo. This not only generated substantial revenue, but also solidified its reputation as a go-to investment bank for tech companies. Their influence in Silicon Valley has been instrumental in shaping the tech industry's financial landscape. Goldman Sachs's involvement in technology is far-reaching. Owning iconic properties like Rockefeller Center showcases the family's foray into real estate. These investments not only serve as valuable assets, but also underscore their financial clout.
As I examine this and view this, I'm blown away because of the investments that they've made, investment after investment after investment. It's almost like a monopoly takeover in a good way on a financial level. And in business, when you believe in something and you stick with it, I mean, it's incredible. It's amazing of what the outcome would be. See, a lot of these things, they really don't teach you in business classes. I mean, unfortunately, I had a good business instructor, and, you know, he shared some things and opened up my eyes to a whole lot of things. He's like, you are responsible for your own success. Your financial responsibilities are your own, not anyone else's. So when I hear like a large number of women talking about they want a man to pay their bills and so forth, I'm like, yeah, right. You are responsible for your own finances. Whether you're in a financial struggle or not, you are responsible for that. You created that. It is not up for me to take care of your debt and take care of your financial responsibilities, when in fact you should be taking care of your own financial responsibilities when I got my own financial responsibilities.
Through their charitable foundations, they have funded projects that aim to create a more equitable and sustainable world. What sets the Goldman Sachs family apart is not just the magnitude of their donations, but their hands-on involvement in philanthropic activities. They have taken a proactive approach, working closely with the organizations they support and actively participating in the causes they believe in. The Goldman Sachs family has built a lasting legacy that extends far beyond their business achievements. Pritzker family. The Pritzker family is not just a household name in the United States. It is a symbol of success, innovation, and philanthropy that has left an indelible mark on America's business landscape. As we delve into their rich history, it becomes evident that this Jewish family's journey is a quintessentially American story, one of vision, tenacity, and the enduring pursuit of excellence. The roots of the Pritzker family can be traced back to Ukraine, where their ancestors laid the foundation for the family's American dream. Abram Nicholas Pritzker, the patriarch of the family, was born on January 6, 1896 in the United States.
Now, he's the person who started it. So listening to the Pritzker family and how they started their journey, pay attention.
States. He was the son of Ukrainian Jewish immigrants Annie P. and Nicholas J. Pritzker, who arrived in the land of opportunity seeking a better life. Nicholas J. Pritzker's journey from Kiev to Chicago in 1881 encapsulates the immigrant experience. Initially, he worked as a pharmacist, but his relentless pursuit of knowledge led him to graduate from DePaul University College of Law. His profound belief in the importance of legacy is encapsulated in a book he wrote, A Family Heirloom, that emphasizes the idea that your only immortality is the impact you have on your successors. Abram Nicholas Pritzker, often affectionately known as Abe, was the torchbearer of the family's legacy. After completing his education at Harvard Law School, he, along with his brothers Harry and Jack, founded Pritzker & Pritzker, a law firm that became the cornerstone of their journey. Each Pritzker brother specialized in a distinct legal field, Harry in criminal law, Abram in business law, and Jack in real estate law. Their collective expertise.
You see how that came together right there? That's why I let that play. You see how that came together? They each had skill in their own position.
And commitment to excellence laid a solid foundation for their future endeavors. The 1930s marked a significant turning point in the family's history as Abram Pritzker, driven by ambition and innovation, chose to venture into new territory alongside his brother Jack. Together, they explored real estate investments and small businesses, primarily in the vibrant city of Chicago. This demonstrated their adaptability and foresight beyond the confines of the legal profession. Meanwhile, Harry Pritzker continued to oversee the law firm, which later evolved into an in-house entity exclusively serving the needs of the Pritzker family and their burgeoning business empire. The Pritzker brothers achieved remarkable success in accumulating wealth, thanks in part to their savvy financial planning. They established a series of trusts that allowed them to strategically manage and distribute their earnings. This financial acumen not only shielded their wealth from excessive taxation, but also provided them with the flexibility to allocate resources as they saw fit. The legacy of Abram Nicholas Pritzker continued through his three accomplished sons, Jay Pritzker, Robert Pritzker, and Donald Pritzker. It was this second generation that not only carried forward the family's legacy, but also reshaped the American business landscape. Jay Pritzker, the eldest, possessed a vision that transformed the family's fortune. He was not content with the modest beginnings of the Pritzker & Pritzker law firm, overseen by their uncle Harry. Instead, Jay set out to diversify the family's portfolio. With his brother Robert by his side, they ventured into the world of industry, creating the Marmon Group Holding Company. Together, they nurtured a portfolio of 60 diverse industrial corporations, each marked by innovation and creativity. But Jay's most enduring legacy was yet to come. In 1957, he collaborated with his other brother Donald to give birth to the Hyatt hotel chain. They believed that a high-quality hotel near major airports was a winning business strategy.
The Hyatt became known in the history and where it came from. See, this is very, very vital information. And I have to go back to what I said earlier. A large number of black men and women adopted this same principle. You'll be amazed. If they can do it, you can do it.